Well, hello everybody. Welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I am back. Today I want to talk about a Schrade SCHF56L. This is the knife that I just got in. I'm actually pretty excited about this. I purchased this off of Amazon and I paid approximately $24. So let's open this up and see what we got here. I like Schrade knives. This one I chose specifically because it has good steel. I like 1095 steel. And this one's 1095. Let's take a look. Wow. Now the first thing I want to mention, wow, I didn't know that this came with a Ferro Rod. Look at that. That's cool. A little Ferro Rod, not real thick. Maybe 3/16 of an inch diameter or something, but still, the ability to make fire, that's pretty cool. It's got a nice little piece of shot cord on it. It feels like a nice, decent nylon sheath. Let's take a look at the knife itself. Nice little buckle. I wonder, hang on, let's try something here. So there's a little snap right there. A little bit of rattle. Not too bad. Not bad at all. Let's take a look. Whoa, that's a nice little blade. This is a full tang knife. Whoops, almost dropped it. Full tang knife here. This is 1095 steel, high carbon steel. Got a nice little bit of a drop point here. Nice grind on the blade. And out of the box, it's real sharp. This grip does not have any jimping or anything like that. The spine feels sharp. I do not know what the material is that they use for the handle scales. I don't know what that is. It's like a rubber feel, but it has a pretty good little feel to it. I like how it has a little bit of a heel on it right here. You know, when you grab this knife, you get that little bit of purchase right there. So I'm thinking if you're chopping, it's not going to just fly forward out of your hand because you got that little bit of a bite holding against your pinky. So wow, this is pretty cool. Just a little caution label here that's around it. So there's a look at it. Handle scales, you can see that there's a lanyard hole right here. So you could put some paracord or something to make a lanyard. Now the first thing I want to try about this knife is a couple of things. I want to try the initial sharpness. So I'm going to do like, this is some old just 2x4 that I had sitting around. Seems like it's pretty sharp. Look at that. It's laying in there pretty good. Look at that. Cutting in there pretty good. Look at that. Removes quite a bit of material. The blade feels pretty solid. You also have the ability to put the point into the material and drill. So if you're going to be making a bow drill set or something like that, you could kind of get your drilling started. And then you could burn that hole in. Look at the point here. Look at that. Not a bad little knife. Now, my next question, which is a very important one, is how does it work with the Ferro Rod? Wow, look at them sparks. So it does, it throws some pretty decent sparks. So the spine is nice and sharp. Now of course, on the Ferro Rod you got to get that protective coating off first before you're going to throw any sparks. That's why the first couple of times didn't do anything. But wow, so you have the ability to make fire on your sheath. So it's nice and tucked away, and I like how that shock cord just holds that Ferro Rod in place. Very nice. If you look inside the sheath here, you can see there's a little plastic insert inside, so you don't go cutting up your sheath when you put the knife in. Now what I want to do now is I want to do a little bit of batoning, and I have some hard wood, so I'm going to pan the camera down here. Hopefully we can get this going. This wood that I have here for this baton test is oak. It's a very hard wood. So let's see here. I'm going to use this piece of wood. Let's try this blade. My camera's acting kind of funny. So let's take a look. Let me back you up a little bit. Hopefully you can still see what's going on here. I want you guys to have a good view. So let's try. I just cut this with the circular saw so I can get ready to baton it. This is hardwood. This is like an oak or something heavy. So I'm going to come right here. Wow. I'm impressed. Batoning is really kind of a difficult task with a blade. Let's try it again. Wow. Blade profile, of course, look at that. It was already pretty well messed up to begin with, but wow, the steel feels good. It has a nice coating on the blade, and it's not a coating that's gonna grab the knife and make it harder to baton. It's actually a slick coating. Now let's take a look at this piece here. Just pop that off. This piece is a lot more solid. So, and there was a pretty heavy knot right here. You can see that there's a natural crack, but I'm going to get away from that crack just to make the test a little more difficult. I'm going to baton something like this right here. Hopefully we'll get something done here. Wow, now that was a solid baton. Look at that. And this is hardwood, folks. This is not some wood that's light. This is an oak wood here. Let's go right here. Wow. All I can say is wow. This blade is about 4.5 inches long in length, and I'll tell you what, I paid, like I said, I paid about 24 bucks on Amazon. I'll put a link down below in the description box where you can see where I got this knife. I'm really liking it. It's small and it's light. I think they said it weighed 0.9 ounces or something like that. I don't know. Not a very heavy knife. And the thickness of the blade is nice. Looks like it's about 3/16 thick, which is cool. You got a lot of meat there. Wow. Check that out. You can see the coating kind of coming off a little bit, but that's to be expected. But man, Schrade, in my opinion, delivered pretty well on this knife. Price point was good too. This is probably for somebody who wants something maybe a step up from what a Mora would be. You know, they want to pay a little more. They want something a little more durable than a Mora. Maybe something full tang, something to put in their survival kit. I can tell you, for 24 bucks, I don't think you're going to get much more. I'm really impressed. I'm looking at the blade profile, and there's no dings or anything to the blade, so it didn't mess the blade up or anything. But yeah, batoning, in my opinion, is a good test of a knife. That worked out pretty good. I'm just making quick work out of this stuff. No problem at all. I mean, it goes through it like butter. Like I said, the blade profile seems to just eat right through this stuff. I mean, it just goes right through it. The blade's designed to go through stuff like this. Look at that. It just, I like that angle of that blade. You can see where all the heavy traffic hits right there on that, where you can see the coating coming off. But man, I'm impressed. 24 bucks, I think this is a good little knife. Be good to have in your kit. You know, if you don't want to break the wallet, I think something like this would be a good one. I am really happy in the way it batons. I didn't expect it to just, it's just, the profile of the blade is thick enough that it just splits this stuff right open. That, again, folks, is a hardwood. It's not something light duty. So if you want to grab a knife and you want to throw it in your pack and forget about it, I think this probably be a good one. The blade's long enough that if you wanted to skin some game or cut meat or make some wood there, you could do all those tasks. Blade's plenty strong. You could drill your divots with the tip there if you wanted to do a bow drill fire or a hand drill fire. Pretty cool. So I'm impressed. I don't think you're going to get much more for $24. So folks, I want to say thank you for joining me today. Let's take a close look at that blade, that edge. There's no damage there at all on that edge. The edge is fine. The tip didn't get messed up at all anywhere. Tip is still good. I think this is a great little knife. The fact that it has a nice little sheath that comes with it where you can snap that baby into place. One thing that I kind of wish that the sheath had would have been a grommet hole right here where, you know, you could put your belt through right here, but then you could use that grommet with some paracord to keep that thing from flapping on your body. Now I'm going to look at this paper here and see if it tells me any more specs about this knife. It says Taylor Brands LLC. Let's see if it tells us what kind of rubber those handle scales are. Let's see, is it going to tell us? Oh, it's talking about folding knives. Doesn't really say. General care. Didn't really say. So anyway, what does this say? Nothing there. That's about it, folks. I want to say thank you for joining me today on this Schrade, what was that? SCHF56L. I like it. Good knife. And the grip just feels good in your hand. It's not, I didn't feel any hot spots or anything. The rubber, it's a rubber feel, so, and it's got these little this texture to it, so if the blade's wet, or excuse me, if the grips are wet, you'll still have a good purchase on it. I like it. Good knife. Thumbs up from me. So I hope you got some good useful information out of this video. Please feel free to leave your comments down below. Like this video, share this video, and as always folks, if you like the content that you see on my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you, and until next time, have a beautiful day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.